Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're here on this Friday morning. I know a lot of y'all getting ready to kick off a big weekend all throughout the Panhandle. All kinds of stuff going on, fishing, kayaking, snorkeling, and just all kinds of activities. But we're glad you're with us this morning. Got some good information here, so let's get started with our weather, brought to us by Haney Technical Center, corner of Baldwin Highway 77. High of, they say it's going to be right at 89 degrees, low 78, and water temperature staying in there at 88 degrees. It is balmy inside the water and outside the water, okay? River readings, Apalachicola, Bluntstown, staying steady. This morning's reading is 2.2, so it's been just bouncing around 2 foot all week long. The Choctaw, Caryville, 4.5, and it's going to drop off. Looks like Sunday morning going to start dropping on us. So be ready for that if you want to fish the river on a Sunday. Tickets, let's see, the tides, Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home Cemetery, their tides, 12:16 is a high tide, and we're looking at low tide at 9:48. So we had good tides all week long. Got some more this weekend. First part of next week will be a little bit slow on your tide. So marine forecast south-southeast at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. I want to say a special happy birthday Sunday to Dominique Peck, and here's your birthday from Coach Chester. I'm gonna send this your birthday present, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna get your dad to bring it to you at your birthday party tomorrow. So happy birthday, and I cannot believe you're 15 years old. So you enjoy. I know you're gonna catch some big fish off that. So happy birthday, Dominique. Okay, let's take a break and we'll be right back. Welcome back, and welcome to Brad Stevens. Good morning, Brad.
Good morning, Coach. How are you?
Brad comes on. I'm doing great, buddy. Comes on once a month and all. We're talking off the air. How many years been Sunjammer been open? And you said how many?
17 years.
Ain't no way.
Well,
y'all opened up 4 or 5 years ago. I remember.
No. 17 years.
That's amazing. Well, what a testimonial too about how good things have been going, how hard y'all work, and what good products you have. Honestly,
it's the products and the staff that have driven us this far. If it was, we were relying on my shoulders and back and brains to do all of it, we'd have been gone long time ago.
Well,
but
don't sell yourself short. You brought in some good stuff.
Surrounded by fantastic products and even better staff, so I couldn't be happier.
Well, the kayak fishing just exploded, about 10 years ago?
It did. It was, it was great foresight on my part. I just call it dumb luck. But this old St. Andrew's boy, trying not to ever trying to never go to work a day in his life, and here I am.
You have to work every day. Huh?
Yeah, absolutely. That one sort of backfired. Well, but yeah, just the explosion of kayak fishing and the acceptance of fishing off a kayak in our local community, specifically on Hobie kayaks. That's really what drives us, and it just. Well, lucky every day.
You know, we talk about it on the show a lot with our sponsors and all the sponsors we have. I use your products. I'm not just talking about them. And kayak fishing, it's just special. If you've never done it, you owe it to yourself to give it a try. It's just special catching a fish off of a kayak.
I excel at catching like 10 and 11-inch trout, and those are my trophies. And when they're on a kayak, they just seem bigger.
Well, they are bigger. I know they are because you're closer to the water. So when they come out, they'll look bigger when they're closer to you.
Absolutely.
That's it.
We joke all the time, the fish always feel bigger out of kayaks. There's just something more rewarding out of fishing out of kayaks. And there's just so much truth to that until you get in it and try it yourself. Yeah, it's it's just something else.
Yeah. You got what you've got is 2 stores now.
Yes, sir.
And you concentrate in St. Andrew, and I get a kick out of watching St. Andrew. I wish my old buddy Richard Hawley was alive to see how it's developed. He was back there during the heyday of it, and then when it faded, but one of his wishes before he passed away was St. Andrew would get back like it was, and it is.
Well, we're working diligently to clean it up, make it comfortable. Make it where you're comfortable coming down there. Your kids can be comfortable. Mm-hmm. And most importantly, have something to do when you get down there, besides look at antique stores.
You're going to do good eating, too.
Oh, man, it's no secret I've gotten fat. Watch me over 17 years, I've gotten fat. And it's because you walk outside and smell Hunt's or Captain's Table or Uncle Ernie's, and it's just you just smell it.
Yeah, and there's
it's,
another one down there also. They just opened up. Used to be the old restaurant down there.
Four Winds.
Four Winds, yeah.
Man.
Yeah. So you got like 4 places right there within a block or 2.
I may or may not endorse the Sunjammers Burger at Four Winds. I'm just throwing that out there. It may or may not be fit to eat.
So you're in the old post office there. So anyway, and
We're in the old drugstore.
I'm in an old drugstore.
And do not look for a Sunjammer sign. We left the vintage Rexall drug sign up. I know it's confusing. Sunjammers does not have a sign in historic St. Andrews, but just look for all the kayaks, and you're probably going to find us.
I know you had to run to Father's Day on books and all. How are you doing on them? Are you still?
I think we may have one, or we may be out.
Okay.
I've been playing hooky for the last 2 weeks, so I really don't know.
I saw him on Facebook, folks. He's up in New York State. Not New York City, but New York State. But they're having fun.
We went to, my in-laws are from upstate New York on my mother-in-law's side. And my family goes up there for 2 weeks every year. And this year I took a week off and went with them and had an absolute blast. The water wasn't quite salty enough for me, but it was absolutely beautiful. And what's our water temperature here? 88. It was 72 degrees. Ooh. When I jumped in, I thought I was going to die. But I lived and just had an unbelievably awesome time.
Yeah, that's great. And y'all go up there every summer.
Yeah, it's the first time I'd ever been there. In the summer. I've been in the winter a couple of times. I'm going to try not to duplicate that. There's this white stuff all over the ground. So I thought I was on like Shell Island where you just have just white sugar sand everywhere. It was snow. Can you believe that? They took me up there to snow. It was miserable.
What about you didn't see any fishing and kayaking?
We caught some little bitty fish. I don't know what they were. Little sunfish. I don't know what they were. We caught them on a hot dog, believe it or not. They didn't have any bait. So I was like, y'all got hot dogs? And I fished with my nephew some up there and caught some little fish, and you can see them. The water is crystal clear, so you can see them swimming. But we didn't fish. We just
That's like folks coming down here from out of town and catching little pinfish and say, I caught something down there. They're like brim, but
that's exactly what I thought. I'm like, man, we're sitting here having fun catching chofers.
That's right, catching chofers. Northern chofers.
Northern chofers, Yankee chofers.
Okay, we got all kinds of stuff we're going to show you. Let's go and take a break now. We're going to come back and show you some really cool stuff. Welcome back now. Let's get to some really good stuff that's going to help you be a better fisherman, okay?
Absolutely.
A better outdoorsman. So, Brad, just get on it.
Here we go. So, everybody knows ICAST if you're in this industry. A lot of this stuff was launched at ICAST, but thanks to good old Wade Stepler, we already had it. So, this is, and I'll just run through here. All this is available at the Highway 79 location. This, what you're looking at right here, is the Saltwater X-Wrap long cast shallow bait. And what Rapala did this year, or Rapala, however you want to say it, is they changed almost all their hooks in their entire line to single inline hooks versus the treble hooks. Catch and release has gotten so big and so popular. This makes it a lot easier on the fish to unhook them. You just have the single hook. But it's also a safety factor with you that you don't have treble hooks when that, especially this right here will annihilate king mackerel. And as soon as that king gets in the boat, he's going to start rolling and flopping around. So with your single hooks here, it makes it a whole lot easier not to get bit.
Well, the industry themselves have recognized this. They're coming up with it.
We've been doing it for years. So this is at a factory level being done. So that's the shallow. This is the same bait. And these are long casts. These have patented weighted bearings in them that when you load up to cast, that they all go to one end and they all shift to the other. And it's kind of like you get a bunch of water in a bottle and start sloshing it. The water itself will start making it go. This doesn't have water and it has weighted beads. So this has a little lip on it so it'll actually dive. And one of the most innovative ones comes from Williamson Jigs, which is owned by the same company. It still has your inline circle hooks on it. But the bottom of this bait, I doubt you'll be able to see this on TV, it's flat. So when this hits the water, it's just not going to want to go straight down. It's going to kind of teeter-totter back and forth. This is a Williamson jig. Once again, all this is available at our Highway 79 location. We brought in the whole wide range of colors they had this year, and just all the good stuff. Always looking for new lures, new baits for y'all.
That's a good looking one.
And I was super excited this year when one of our staple companies, which is Rapala, came out with new stuff, because you're not a fisherman if you don't have a gaggle of this in your tackle box. And this is what they did is they went through and they looked at what everybody was tweaking. You know, honestly, they looked at what their competitors were doing, some of the newer bait designs. Get into that in inshore here in just a second. And they just basically revamped their entire lineup. So, you know, we got them in stock. I think the first day ICAST launched is the day we got all of them.
Okay,
so
good.
We got them. And then these are, this right here is just your twitching minnow. I mean, speckled trout is just going to inhale this.
Yeah.
Even as hot as it is right now and as lethargic as the fish are, you throw them something new and they ain't ever seen this before. We had a guy in the store the other day just buying his normals, and I was like, hey, try one of these new ones. Well, I got a text from him about 3 hours later that said, man, that bait is phenomenal in the water. It actually works. And he had some big old fish. And they've been catching redfish, and I think he had some trout that he showed me. So they've been some better sized trout. So this is the twitching minnow. And then they still have their twitching mullet, which came out a couple years ago. That's been a really good bait. You can see it's got just that fat belly on it and a skinny tail, which gives it a lot of action in the water. And as you can see, they've carried over that single inline hook all the way over to their inshore series as well. Which, you know, just kudos to them for actually paying attention to what the, you know, what the markets.
A lot of people are doing that themselves.
Absolutely. And this right here is the subwalk. So this bait here is going to run a few feet below the water, kind of like a mirrodine or something would. I hate comparing baits with baits, but everybody knows how a mirrodine runs. If not, you owe it to yourself. Pick up some Sunjammers custom mirrodines. And this pearl white's always been one of my favorite colors. Smaller profile bait. I do think they have this one in a larger size. I could be wrong on that. But I've always thrown small baits. Remember, elephants eat peanuts?
Yeah.
So it's kind of the 2017 lineup for Rapala. A lot of this is ICAST launch stuff. Some of this was in the new product showcase at ICAST.
Well, you were lucky to
get
this early. I mean, most of the guys don't get it this early because they were telling. I went by all the booths and all. They said we'll get it to you in January. So you already got some of this?
We have all of this in stock.
Cool.
But we've known about it for about. So that's the thing about ICAST. Everybody sees it. It used to be a top secret. You didn't know what came out of it until it started launching. Social media kind of did away with that. Most of that stuff you see at ICAST is you're looking at prototypes is all you're looking at. You're typically 4 to 6 months out on any of that stuff, especially in the kayak world. There were a couple new kayaks launched. Some of those kayaks are 18 months out.
Wow.
I mean, I don't like it, to be honest with you. When any of our companies that we deal with, Hobie, launches it, they give you a ship date, and their new stuff's going to start shipping just like it always does in September. And, you know, it's just, it puts a bad taste in some people's mouth.
Yeah.
Because you're going to show some products, and they're going to see it online, and so people will be bombarded for the next 6 to 8 weeks. When are you getting this? When are you getting this? Well, springtime. That's you buy that. We've already seen basically next year's hand. Like I saw all of this stuff about 6 months ago, and got all excited. Like, can I have one now? I want one now.
Yeah.
But you can't have it now. So
that's why I haven't shown any kayak footage from ICAST. So we're going to just let it be a surprise to people. So
and it's nothing major.
Well, we'll talk about that when it comes in.
Absolutely. Yeah. So. But, you know, our Highway 79 store, I know we've always been focusing on the St. Andrews store when we come on here, but everything I've shown you today is available at 315 North Highway 79, open 9 to 5, closed on Sundays, opens a few minutes early on Saturdays, and, you know, bait, tackle, kayaks, all your Yeti products. We have every Yeti cup in stock, every Yeti bottle in stock. You can see I got a wrap from here from Will at Jet Boat Pilot. We put our logo in the middle of it. We're not offering the wrap products, but we can send you to Will. That's an easy fix.
Yeah.
But the cups, I mean, I use them. I love them. There's a lot of knockoffs out there. There's very few things in this world you can go out and buy truly the best of. And almost everything we sell is the best of its category. The Yeti cups, the Rapala, the Hobie kayaks, the Smith sunglasses, Costa Del Mar sunglasses. So we can't go out and buy the best car, best airplane, or best house known to man. But we can spoil ourselves with buying top-of-the-line stuff. You know, there's cheap Chinese knockoffs with absolutely everything.
You have your Yeti coolers?
Yep, we got Yeti coolers. The soft-sided bags are where it's at.
I want to tell you real quick about the Yeti coolers. I was one of those real reluctant to spend that kind of money. and I may never would have, but I received one as a gift from the Chapman family. I taught all 3 of their kids, and they gave me a Yeti cooler, and I've used it. And that is, it is phenomenal. And we went to the ICAST, we put ice in it when we left Panama City, stayed down there 3 days, it still had ice in it. We had little snacks out of it and everything. It was, so when we talk about Yeti coolers, run out there to Brad's place and check them out. You owe it to yourself. And I don't see me buying another cooler for a very long time.
No, and that's one problem is they last too long.
Yeah.
But it sounds like a sales pitch. Same thing with their cups. They're just better than the competition. Do the cheaper ones work? Absolutely. But there's a place for every price point product in the market. Yeti is the most expensive. That's all there is to it. But when we start talking about cups, putting hot liquid in it and releasing whatever into your drinks, Yeti uses certified 18.8 commercial grade kitchen stainless.
Yeah.
Nobody else tells you what kind of stainless they're using. So, just be thinking about what you put in your body, folks.
You see what I have. Okay. All right. All right. And your cactus juice?
Cactus juice, bugs.
That's not a health drink.
No, this is not a health drink. This does not need to go in your Yeti cup. This needs to go in your skin. I've been selling this product for about 4 years now. And my kids get bathed in this at cheerleading practice at Frank Brown Park on Tuesday nights, or whatever night we're out there, because the bugs are there. And when these dog flies start coming in this fall, or whatever, black flies, this took care of them last year. So every year we're wondering, have they morphed? Have they gone away from? But the cactus juice in stock at every location in Sunjammers. I love it. My mom has some, my grandma has some, and I bathe my kids in it. So I believe in the products.
All right. All right, let's get ready to do a drawing. A giveaway on Friday, Tarpon Dog Seafood. And Brad's going to draw some out of here, and let me mix them up for you, Brad. Try to get one that hadn't been drawn. Okay, $20 gift certificate to Tarpon Dog Seafood. I need one of the revolving barrels. Mary Cruz from Westfield, the Cruz family up there watch the show all the time. $20 at July. All right, now big red snapper, not a little one, but a big red snapper.
Oh, come on, them little ones taste better.
You pick out your red snapper.
Tina Carroll.
Tina Carroll here in Panama City. Two ladies won today. Good job there. So we're going to take a break. We're going to come back and give you our famous Friday fishing forecast. All right, welcome back to Famous Friday Fishing Forecast. Let's do our fishing times for today real quick. Barron's barbecue sauce, we're looking at 10:46 to 4:46 this morning. We missed that one. And this evening, 3:12 to 5:12. Tell the boss it's Friday, you want to get off of lunch, and so you can go fishing those fishing times. Just real quick, Brian and I are talking about the overall fishing report. Fish are sort of lethargic this time of year.
They're hot. I don't blame them. I'm hot too.
Yeah, so they're looking for cool water, just like we're looking for the shade. And they're finding these pots out there and getting cool water, and it's hard to catch them on the flats. But Jeff was just telling me he saw a video of a 13-foot hammerhead shark called a Cape Sandblast, and I haven't seen it yet, but that's a big shark.
That's a great big old shark.
So be careful. The sharks now will like cruising in that kind of water. Overall, though, the fishing has been steady. It hasn't been outstanding. What I've seen this week, a lot of pictures of drum being caught at the Deer Point Dam, drum over there in Apalachicola, and drum here at the West Bay Bridge. Have you been seeing a lot of drum?
I've been seeing a lot of the bigger redfish. The bull reds, they're congregating in that deeper water, so they're a little more inclined to stay put. And like Coach was saying, find those shaded spots. I mean, just think about it. If you're hot, which side of the bay would you go on? What side of the canal would you go on and try to find some shade and some cooler water?
And we talked too, we spent a lot of time yesterday talking about Crooked Island Sound and East Bay and also West Bay. So the bay systems are good, but like Brad said, you want to get some of these feeder creeks also and go up in those feeder creeks.
Absolutely.
They're going to be in there. The bait, still early morning now, you got to go early. We keep preaching this. But they're still catching them on top water early in the morning.
Early, yes, sir.
Early morning, and then it cools down. But every now and then you're going to get an outlaw renegade fish, and if you're out there sometime in the middle of the day, I know we often talk about it. Chip, my son, caught his biggest fish ever right in the middle of the day in July at Crooked Island Sound on top water.
And that 12-inch trout was big, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was huge. I told him I was proud of him. Okay, over in, like I say, the bay system, St. Joe Bay, It's been a slow year down there. It really has. But St. Andrew Bay, we talked about Crooked Island yesterday, I said, but St. Andrew Bay, East Bay has done well this year. Looking at summer, we're in a late summer pattern, and you want to look at the Tyndall Bridge. Again, night fishing, it's a great time to go night fishing. And red fishing, I know kayakers go over the Hathaway Bridge at night.
All the time.
And they'll catch a little bit of everything.
Look, you never know what you're going to pull in, that's for sure.
I saw a picture, and you were just talking about it, of a cobia being caught by the bridge.
Yep.
You saw that picture too?
I saw a picture, so I've seen a picture.
I didn't show that picture. I just got it validated. Sometimes everything I try to show you is 100% validated. So we'll check on that one. I was just a little surprised at that.
Absolutely. So they were trolling a cigar minnow and he came up and got it. So
have y'all started doing any floundering? You see anybody out by your house floundering?
I have not. Normally our beach is a fall run beach.
Yeah.
I'm sure the flounder, we catch them hook and line year round.
Yeah.
Not year round, but all summer long. But we wait and flounder for them this fall. So that's something I'm going to drag my girls out and do. They're about old enough that about time for them to stick a fish.
Start doing what they do. They'll start. They're up in here now. They'll just start funneling themselves out, and Brad's right down in here, and they'll just start coming out. So in summertime they're sort of up in here. But I showed you the picture the other night of Kenny Turner now and his wife, and they got two, but it took them 5 hours to get two.
Ooh, that's a lot of work.
So that's when you got to enjoy the night and all, and just enjoy the company. Make sure you go with somebody you enjoy.
Absolutely. And he touched on a good point. While fishing is definitely slow right now, and you just aren't going to go out there and just fill a cooler quick and turn around and come in, it's time to be outdoors, run around, have some fun, turn off the TV, forget about politics.
That's right.
And catch some fish.
Yeah. So we got to start wrapping it up, Brad. We can run by and get all the lures we want at
Highway 79.
Highway 79.
Yep.
Then down to St. Andrew, you got your coolers and your kayaks.
Yep, and clothing. Don't forget. You know, it's there. Come in and look at the Free Fly bamboo shirt. It will be the last performance shirt fabric you ever buy.
That's a bamboo one, isn't it?
Bamboo, super soft, breathable. We have some of the guides really testing them this year because I like them. I need to make sure the blood comes out of them and all that good stuff. Yeah. So we got some of the best guides putting it through the paces this summer.
Some of you might have to take your fish market to get fish blood on it, though.
I might, or just order some off that Google.
All right, I got to get out of here. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, Coach.
Y'all have a great weekend. Do something good for your fellow man, and may God bless you.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.